I'm Shelly. And I'm respectable. What that means is when you first see me, you suddenly can't remember if you've returned your library books or not. And if you haven't, it's not too late. Because if you don't, it will go on your permanent record. I'm an old person. I come from a long line of old people. That's what we do, we get old. My father would have been 112 this year. 100, I cannot wrap my mind around that. Especially since I just turned 119. I can't make the math work, you know what I mean? My mom almost made it to 94. Almost 93 and change. So I have that to look forward to. And she was fairly healthy up through her 80s, you know, so I have that to look forward to. Not so much the last couple of years. She developed dementia, so I have that to look forward to. So I hired a home health aide to come and spend the days with her when I couldn't be there. And she didn't like that, of course. She said, "Oh, I'm fine. I don't need anybody. I'm fine." I said, "No, I know you are, Mom. I know. You just said you don't like to be alone, so I wanted you to have some company." And she said, "Oh, I don't mind being alone, Shelly, as long as I have somebody to talk to." So Alzheimer's can be fun. So the last couple of years, not so great. So it wasn't a surprise when she eventually died, but it was still very sad, especially for me, because really all the way up to the end, I was still kind of hoping for a baby brother. No luck. I'm a straight black woman. I'm sorry to have to announce it like that. But I'm afraid I get asked questions about all three of those things. So what I like to do is I like to let that roll out, and then you guys can come up with your own questions. And then we'll be breaking up into small groups for discussion with your teaching assistants after the show. That'll be fun. And if you like, you don't have to, extra credit, you know. A brief essay, no more than 5 pages. Subject, straight black woman, which is the hardest to believe and why? No one ever volunteers for that, I don't know why. I grade on a curve, you could all do fine. I feel like these days in particular, I need to emphasize the part where I am, in fact, a black woman. Now, when I say to a room full of black people that I'm a black woman, it's, "Oh yeah, sure, you look like my sister, my niece, my cousin, my mother-in-law, whatever." When I say it to a room full of white people, no matter how woke y'all are, I still see doubt in your eyes. And I get it. I've seen me. I could disappear in a sandbox. Haha, I get it. I'm just the palest black woman you will ever see. mostly because Rachel Dolezal is actually white. Remember her? You guys remember Rachel? She was this woman who was in the news a couple of years ago. She was the head of the NAACP in like Spokane, Washington, or someplace where they don't have black people. Yeah. Looking like this gives me a certain privilege. I understand that. It's not black privilege because there's no such thing. And it's not white privilege because I'm not white, although people do tend to think that I am whatever they are. Like, I was on the subway platform and this woman started speaking to me very rapidly in Spanish. And I said, "I'm sorry, I don't understand you." And she got mad. I assume, I'm not sure. Well, I heard the word puta, that's bad, right? Puta's bad? Puta's bad, okay. And I live across the street from 2 synagogues and the Brooklyn Bar Association, so 3 synagogues. Again, I'm sorry. I said that for 2 reasons. Number 1, I have the microphone, and number 2, according to my DNA, I am just a little bit Jewish. You're welcome. I am just Jewish enough that I can tell that joke, and I can say, "Hey," without worrying about cultural appropriation. So, anyway, so it's not white privilege. What I have is beige privilege. which means that I can go into a store and probably not be followed by security. Unless it's an expensive store, in which case I will definitely be followed, because I might not look black, but I sure as hell look broke. I've seen me. Now, of those three things that I mentioned earlier, the one that really, really blows my mind is when I'm mistaken for a man. Yeah, that's what I said. Now, I think it's gotta be because I have short hair, because I went to a hairdresser one time, and she said, Shelly, you should let your hair grow, it would make you look womanly. That's what it's gonna take? So the D in 42D stands for what, dude? I know there's two D's in dude. Don't worry, I got it covered. I'm good. I'm pretty sure, though, I could walk down any street, anywhere, in a giant hoop skirt, you know, and Lady Gaga eyelashes. I could be breastfeeding topless. And if my hair is short, it's going to be, sir? What are you doing to that baby? I'm just tired of being called sir and Mr. Colman on the phone all the time, and not just by my family. So I decided to change it up. Now, last summer, my air conditioner broke down. And I'm just telling you, you do not want me to be without air conditioning. You remember Hurricane Sandy? Do you? Remember the storm surges and the flooding and all the problems FEMA was having? Okay, when I start to sweat, don't call FEMA, call NOAA. We're going to need an ark. So I thought, you know what? In the past, what I would have done, I would have called a repair company and I would have said, hi, this is Shelly Colman. This is my address. I need a service call. But I thought, nah, it's a little too butch. So what I did instead, I called the repair company and I said, hi, my name is Shelly Colman, and my air conditioner is making a really funny noise. Could you send a man to fix it, please? Tell you what, the young woman on the phone could not have been nicer. She said, sure, Mr. Colman, no problem, sir. I'll tell you what, folks, it's not the hair. Thanks very much, you guys.